Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Passive Enlightenment Tarot. For those of you returning to the channel, welcome back. For those of you who are new, welcome. I am Nicole. So guys, this is going to be your December 20th reading. It is Wednesday. It is Happy Hump Day. Yay, right? The week is almost, we're making a close here, but we're also limited on shopping time, right? So if you're like me, it's last minute stuff. It's the way it is right now. All right, guys, so let's just jump right into your collective messages for today. I hope you guys are all doing well and fantastic. Thank you so much for, the new subscribers, familiar faces as well. I appreciate you. Change tried to pop out. I'm going to keep shuffling. So there you go. Change. We're always, the one consistent thing is change that we're always dealing with here. I would say Spirit is addressing that part of this change could be like a more open, more loving space that you're starting to come from on a collective note. Maybe getting a little more comfortable with, they're saying a season change, but we also have the winter solstice is coming up. I think it's tomorrow already, right? Tomorrow or Friday, one or the other. And so, maybe you're just finally settling in. I will also say, I know for me specifically, and not to bring me into it, but it makes me happy to know that we're going to get more daylight. So, that always makes us feel better. Divine feminine energy and belief. And I just said about that loving sense, right? And that divine feminine is love. A belief in something greater is coming in for you as you need it to be. So, also Spirit's telling me to tell you, Sacred Geometry deck. I love this deck. I think it's awesome. It's great for overall stuff. All right, Spirit, what does the collective need to know today? Spirit, what does the collective need to know December 20th? Empowerment. I'm telling you guys, solar plexus chakra, it's like finding your confidence, your willpower, your strength, your courage. It is yellow, it is golden like the sun, as I was saying about more daylight, right? Funny that I say that, because what does that mean? The sun, it's got more time for the sun to shine down on us. That can't not but help make us feel better, right? Like that vitamin D, that natural light. A lot of us go through seasonal depression and things like that. But as you start to kind of like embrace these changes that are coming in, it's also about being aware of who we are and what our contribution to everything around us, is as a whole. So this empowerment is uniting us with others in the deep trust that we are all connected through the same source. And I think that, it was funny because I was walking around this morning getting some things done before I sat down to do the videos. And I was thinking actually about that. There was another situation that I was contemplating and thought, we're all supposed to be here to help one another. We're supposed to be empowering one another. And then this empowerment card comes out. Those are downloads for me all day long. It always happens. But it's to completely show up fully in who you are. Fully as to what you're becoming, who you are being, what it is that you're meant to do with this world around you. So I like this energy because it's kind of like it's opening. It feels like an opening. It's like opening you up, opening other things up to a new way of being. And it's like you're getting comfortable again. Spirit is also addressing some realizations. Throat chakra energy here as well. Feeling the need to express, but I'm going to say feeling comfortable enough to express your truth is how this comes in for me. And 8, it is the closing of cycles. It is the opening of new ones. It is the symbol of infinity. So, all right, Spirit said correct and period. So, correct and period. All right, guys, let's get some more information on what is going on for you today, December 20th. God, chaos, forbidden. Let's see how this plays out here. Spirit said this is going to be a separate message from the initial. So let's see what, always let's see what happens here. All right, Spirit, what else does the collective need to know today? Pardon me if you hear little noises in the background. Children are home. Christmas break has unofficially begun. So, I don't know. Success. Okay, so here's the thing. With this empowerment, even though Spirit is saying separate message, this chaos and forbidden, to me, part of this change is recognizing how much easier things may be becoming. Interesting, right? Because here's the thing. We're going to always face challenges. There's always going to be things around us that are difficult, various areas, and yet another 3. So 3 coming out. But I think that there's certain parts of your world, whether this is work, love, life, it does not matter what it is. And just even in your daily accomplishments, Spirit is addressing that you're finding confidence through those things. So this storm may be you kind of pushing through some hesitancy, some procrastination, some idea or, belief system that you've been built on saying, I can't accomplish these things. But I think that you're finding that there is success that lays beyond that. And I actually think, if I remember correctly, yesterday's daily message had something very similar to that. So I feel like this energy is carrying on. And then underneath here, and I talked about that willpower and confidence, there it is. Spirit is also saying there have been things that have come to fruition for you. And the summons and the oath card here, that you may have made an oath or a commitment to in the past as well. That it's like, you may be circling back around, revisiting those things right now. And we've got Mercury in retrograde, but it's going back, into, is it direct or Capricorn? I forget which it is. But either way, some bouncing back and forth of this energy. But it's kind of like, with Mercury in retrograde, it's bouncing in the sense that it's creating enough of a little bit of chaos. We'll call it a taste of chaos. And goes, oh, wait a second, I need to look at this again. I need to reevaluate this. I need to think about how this is affecting me daily. And I feel like a lot of you guys are making small tweaks to maybe the way you speak, the way you behave, a routine and the way you're doing things. And this Mercury retrograde is actually helping you rather than creating a mass ton of confusion. It's causing enough to get you to see it, and then you're able to adjust and move on and move forward from that. So I think that usually I'm not a fan of Mercury retrograde, but I do feel that this one is beneficial. They're all beneficial at the end of the day, right? They all help us in some way, whether it's to see something, acknowledge things, but more so, this is really giving you that space of empowerment to step into things that will work better. And I think that you are making these fine-tuned adjustments to situations that are bringing in something that feels positive and enlightening for you. So I like this energy. Yeah, King of Pentacles in the world. You're closing, we always talk about closing of cycles. Sometimes it does take, we repeat lessons with the universe, right? If they're not sure that we've gotten it right the first time, they're going to bring us back around to something. So it's about nurturing and caring through these things, whatever you've invested your time, energy, attention into, so that you can truly wrap up a cycle that you've been in. And feeling stable and secure about that as well. The King of Pentacles, he maybe doesn't handle things with the most kind of love, but he does have to nurture what it is that he's working on and working towards. And, if you look at anybody or any other king besides the King of Cups, right? You've got the King of Pentacles, the King of Swords, and then, oh my gosh, which one am I missing? King of Wands. I'm more fond of the King of Pentacles, because he has to nurture. He has to have this knowing about him. He definitely doesn't necessarily sit in emotions, but he has to nurture things to sustain their security and their stability, which is often tied to our heart, our home, our foundations, right? So it's nice to see that come out with this. And it could be, Spirit is also saying critiquing your own work. So maybe, if you're working on projects or a different way of working or implementing new systems or whatever it might be, those small tweaks are making a big impact in the long run for how you're efficiently moving through things. The Eight of Swords and the Five of Swords. I've said this a couple of times in a couple of the readings. Not everybody is going to be happy with how you move, right? That's going to cause them some anxiety and worry. And I think that sometimes too, we sense that in other people, and that tends to make us feel a little guarded as well, or restrict ourselves. So don't, Spirit's just saying, that Five of Swords, Eight of Swords is don't allow other people's behaviors, words, communications, actions take away from the work that you're doing for yourself. So I like that message very much. I almost feel like this is just a reiteration of yesterday. What is this success about? Five of Pentacles in the reverse. There you go. The Empress. Ooh, guys, what I say, love, nurturing, right? Like, you could be circling back around to love, feeling better about yourself finally, giving new life to things that really mean something. Here's the thing, that Eight of Swords comes back out again, and then we've got the Hermit. Spirit just said don't isolate love. With this energy, they're telling me, I'm going to pull another card here. again, I said this in some of the other readings. This is almost like somebody, something is trying to keep you up in your head, trying to make you feel restricted. But I also feel like you guys are moving away from that. What is this? 8 of Swords. Yeah, 3 of Pentacles. You've got somebody on the outside kind of looking in, is the way I'm seeing this. You may not know how to deal with a specific person, and you may not, I'm going to say, you may not want to know or want to have to deal with them either. Like, you may not know how to, and you don't want to. So you could find yourself kind of shutting down, not telling certain people what's going on in your world, the successes that you are having. It's pretty much keeping a tight zipped lip on whatever this is. And I think again, King of Pentacles, it comes down to your foundational energy. Second deck here, King of Pentacles showing itself twice. You're not allowing someone to dictate anymore how it is that you're moving, what it is that you're working on. I also feel like even though this 8 of Swords is technically in the future position, you may still have some lingering doubt in the back of your mind. And I feel like there's some healing work that still needs to be done in regards to that. But you're still working through, right? You're, again, I've said this over and over. I kind of feel like a redundant record right now, that you're learning about people. You are really taking on an awareness about whether or not it's safe to invest in certain things. You may also be seeing the people that you started a new investment with, maybe they're not living up to a particular standard, and it's kind of got you going, does this align with my values and my goals? One more, the King of Pentacles, the Hierophant, Taurus card here. We got 2 cards of Taurus, well, cheese and crackers, 3 cards of Taurus, the Empress, the King of Pentacles, the Hierophant. Very heavy on the Taurus energy right now. The Hermit, Virgo energy as well. Spiritual connection too. And I feel like this is about incorporating more of your own beliefs and practice into your work. So I'm going to say, if you're a tarot reader or YouTuber, or you know, maybe you coach, or you know, whatever, and it doesn't have to be on the spiritual plane. It's a spiritual connection for you, what it is that lights you up, what it is that makes you feel good, what it is that you're doing to assist other people. And that's part of that unity consciousness, right? That we come together and collaborate and work together for everybody's higher fulfillment and betterment, their higher good. And I do think that you guys are finding massive confidence in doing those things, and you're recognizing what feels right, what feels good, what feels healthy, and then reevaluating certain things. This person that you're dealing with, though, that may be trying to hold you back, could be a karmic soulmate contract as well. Who is this person? 2 of Cups. You know, I'm going to say that you got the 2 of Cups, like double confirmation of soulmate energy right there. 2 of Pentacles. They tend to kind of, I'm getting the term from Spirit, blindside you with certain things. And they can leave you up in your head going, am I doing the right thing? Knight of Cups. This is interesting. 2 of Wands. I will say this. You're dealing with someone, this is like 2 sides. This is 2 sides to a situation. You guys may have somebody from the past, retrograde vibes, right? Ha ha ha. You are trying to complete it. There's going to be two messages to this. Trying to complete a soul contract with something may be kind of lingering, but the success of it coming to a completion is coming. So you could have been dealing with somebody who was just downright nasty, controlling, demeaning, narcissistic kind of tendencies as well, that just drove you batshit insane. They're trying to hold on, and it's weird to say this, in a way, that, you know, it's kind of like when we were taught as kids, if that boy picks on you, he must like you, right? Terrible advice for our children, but something most of us were told. Take that crazy person as a child who wants to hit and slap you. Oh, he likes you. And turn them into an adult. It doesn't matter, male, female, whatever your role, your gender role, it doesn't matter. But just the example, right? And then So they become adults, and they're 10 times more ridiculous because they think that demeaning, hitting, smacking, arguing is a way of love. They're dealing with their own pain. And for you, you're not going to take things that are less than what is loyal and true love to be acceptable. And you may have broken ties from a person some time ago, and certain things may have kept you kind of bounded to them in some capacity, whether this is by divorce, maybe a divorce is lingering, or you have children with this person, or you live in the same town. Like, it could be a list of things, right? Know that your confidence to succeed in life is superseding the negative that has come from this situation. They can only hold on to power and control for so long until it comes to a completion and it's done. For others of you, you could have somebody returning from the past. Again, retrograde vibes. This may end up being something that means something to you. Maybe you are able to maintain a friendship with this person. Maybe you realize that there's a mutual respect to a situation that's like, you know what, we can be in nostalgia, Six of Cups energy I'm getting, reminisce on what the past was like and how far we've come, and just say, yeah, you were my whatever, and I'm glad that we reconnected, and now we can just move on into something that is just platonic and healthy, right? Just a nice friendship that, hey, how you been? For others of you, this was a major lesson in how soulmates work. And it's a beautiful energy because it's like you've gone through the hardest part. The hardest part is over. And now you're learning. So this situation, this person can be a catalyst for that change that tried to pop out. And now you feel like you're kind of free to move on and move forward. And again, for another group of you, well, lots of messages for the collective today in multiple ways. There is again, reunion that I'm going to say may end up being something, Eight of Wands. I don't think, the Eight of Wands to me is kind of like the positive tower moment. Four of Cups. You may have waited on a reply, communication, Eight of Wands, Four of Cups, from somebody or a situation in general. And what I think is interesting with these feel-good feelings that I have with this, it feels a little nervous. That could be part of that lingering Eight of Swords. But I think that this could be a fun rekindling Knight of Pentacles that is being built on something that is more stable. Page of Cups, dreamy. Like, it's almost like Spirit's just saying, have fun with this. It's going to come out different for all of you. Queen of Pentacles and King of Pentacles. Building a lifetime, a legacy. Changing the way you have always moved. And someone may not, it's like, once you see somebody after so long, wow, what a difference. You start to see somebody it's not the same person that you knew. I feel like this is going to be a positive impact rather than a negative. Sometimes you look back at like people you went to high school with and you're like, whoa, what happened to them, right? Like, what in the hell went wrong there? They seem so put together, 30 years ago. But I think for this particular situation, for some of you, not all of you, you're going to be like, wow, that person has really changed themselves for the better. And for others of you, they may look at you this way. Wow, that's not the person I remember them being, but how cool that's where they are in life. So it's kind of, there's a rekindling of a lot of energy here. But I think the most important aspect here to take away, collective, is that this rekindling is also about a fire and a passion within you. It's not always about somebody else, right? But don't allow, if you need to take a time out, I said about the King of Swords, and there he is, the Lover's card. Make clear decisions. Don't allow any energy from the past of the Eight of Swords of feeling constrained, restricted. There we go. Those are the words I'm looking for. To hold you back. And if that energy is so minimal in all of the positive that I see here, I don't think you have any worries. I think they're just self-imposed worries. It's like you've put time and distance between a past situation. So you're learning how to get out of that state of survival, learning how to get out of that state of worry, but it still tends to kind of creep up every now and again, and you're like, wait a minute, is this something I need to worry about? No, I don't think so. I think you're going to be just fine. So guys, I'm going to leave it there. There's your daily message. I hope that was helpful to you. If it was, like, share, subscribe, comment. I appreciate all the love and support for the channel. Also, I made mention on some of the other videos, and I'm going to put it on the collective message here today, that if you follow me at all, Indigo Moon WV on Facebook, if you're on Facebook, I've got a list of products that I am unloading before the end of the year, and especially for Christmas. Those sales are not being represented on the website at all, so you're going to reach out to me through Facebook only. Feel free to go through the list of posts here in December. Things have been marked down significantly. We're going to make some room for some new things and do things differently as the new year approaches. So check out that page again, Indigo Moon WV on Facebook. Shoot us a message via there, and then we'll get your order processed and send you the invoice. All right. I'm wishing you guys all the very best. Take care of yourselves today, and I will see you soon. Bye.